Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we are reading for Virgo season. This will be from August 22nd through September 22nd. Now, when I am doing these readings for the season, and it'll be all of your signs, individual signs in Virgo season, and how that's going to affect you, I use a boatload of cards. I use a boatload of decks. I will use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main reading. I ask for clarification from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Any words of advice from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. I then come back to Radley Valentine, my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I have been pulling one card from my Radley Valentine Guardian Angel cards, and I finish up with my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, of all the decks, I have prayed, meditated, and infused them all with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Okay. Virgo season's going to be an interesting time. So now here, this is where I kind of give you a little recap on stuff. We actually have 3 planets that are direct. Mercury is direct, okay? And I believe that's direct in Virgo. And we do start, though, the shadow of retrograde as of the 13th, because it goes retrograde in Libra seasons. And Libras, you know what that means. There's a lot of karmic resolution happening, and it will be happening in your season. But, you know, right now it is direct, though it does start that shadow, which means that it starts to slow down, and it's not, or at least it appears to be slowing down. Now, Venus, which is in Libra, and Mars, can't remember what that is. I could be in Virgo season also. Now we have 5 planets retrograde: Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus. So, you know, there is some interesting energy there. Jupiter and Saturn, they're in Aquarius right now. Uranus is in Taurus. Okay, can't quite remember with my Neptune and Pluto right now. Are they still in Pisces? I don't think that they are. Anyway, on the 22nd of August, that morning, when it's still Leo season, we will have that second Aquarius full moon, and that will be at 8:17 a.m. Eastern time. So we've talked about that Leo season has been bracketed by these 2 full moons. The last time this happened was 8 years ago, and the next time it'll be, I think, 11 years from now. Now, Virgo season officially begins at 3:35 p.m., and this is all Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be an interesting time. The one thing that clicked with me on Virgo, because Virgo season was a little bit quiet for me. I wasn't really getting any major downloads or not. It was just it's a wait and see type of energy. Virgo is an earth energy, but it's also the 6th sign of when the astrological year begins. So a couple of things was that, the number 6 is the number of man. So then I'm thinking that, then Leo is the 5th sign, and 5s are all about change. So there's a lot of changes that have been going on in Leo season. So now all of those changes come to Virgo, and Virgo now has to do something with them. Virgo has to, solidify them. Virgo has to look at them and say, nope, not taking this anymore. Or, yes, we're accepting this. So Virgo's going to be taking a lot of those changes and really doing a lot of delving and looking and seeing, what does this all mean? And is this something that we can live with, something we cannot live with? So then that also means that when we come to Libra season, that will be 7, and 7 is that divine umbrella. It is that divine number. Now, the other thing I noticed about Virgo season was we did have a lot of Virgo, transits and things going on in Virgo itself. And we had a lot of Libra energy going on. We had a little bit of Scorpio and Pisces, but it seemed that Virgo and Libra were the main players in Virgo season. So, Libra is about justice. Libra is about balance. And considering that Mercury will be retrograde when we are in Libra season, there could be a lot of, justice, basically karmic justice being handed out during Libra season. But again, in Virgo season, we're getting ready for all of that. Okay, so let's just kind of go a little bit into this. So again, we said that, I said that 22nd Virgo season begins. Let's pull a couple of my rider cards. And yes, I've prayed, meditated on these also, and infused Reiki energy. Let's see what we have just as an overview for Virgo season. Here we go. Choices. This has been coming up a lot lately for me. Choices. So here we have sevens. 7, divine umbrella. Basically, like I said, this is something that, there's something over us that's not necessarily making it easy, but it's not necessarily making it hard. It's all about our choices. Now, our choices in what we do, it can be very positive. So here we have, what is this? The olive branch, the wreath, which is very associated with Virgo season, but we also have the snake. We also have here's the snake. This is kind of just a serpenty thing. Then we have, this is a tower type. So there are things, we have some choices on what to do with all of this energy that just came from Leo season into Virgo. Do we build upon it? Do we make positive choices, positive changes, or do we just let everything crumble around us? A lot of it is hidden. So here we go. And that would be right, because I was feeling that there was, I was like, come on, what's happening in Virgo season? And I wasn't getting very clear pictures or answers. Next card, though, here we are. And that one, so this is the 7 of Cups. Cups, remember, is water energy. It is our Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. We do have Pisces and Scorpio. We have a Pisces full moon, and we have something going on. Venus enters Scorpio too. So, but again, I did not see Cancer. Now we have our sword energy, aces. Now, so we have a 7, we have a 1 energy, because ace is a 1. Swords is our Libra, our Aquarius. It's also our Gemini. It is our thought processes. It's hearing news. It's our ideas. It's our what are we going to how are we going to think about this? What are we going to do about, not, I shouldn't say do so much as where are we going with this? What are our challenges? How can we overcome them? So swords in itself, the Ace of Swords is all about these new ideas, new possibilities. Now we just have to take those possibilities and bring it into that earth energy so we can actually make something with it. Okay, next card is, again, we have that swords energy. So, but this is the page, and the page's underlying energy is our earth energy. So this is really very much the Virgo and all the Libra energy that we have this month. Pages, earth energy is, again, our Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. It's, what we can make with our hands. It is our, it is our work, job, career, our money energy, what we can actually make with our hands. And then with the swords energy, it's like, taking our ideas, taking all of the things that swirling around us, taking that and actually creating that. So it looks like we have a lot of choices. We have the ability to, and these are emotional choices. These are committed choices. We have the ability to think things through, to reason things through. Do we allow our emotions to overwhelm our intellect, our objectivity? It's going to be an interesting time in Virgo season. Okay, so now we have, I told you Virgo season begins in August 30th, Mercury enters Libra. Mercury is about our, communication. And it's also a lot of this has a lot of karmic energy. Now, remember, we are starting to go into the shadow of the retrograde. And, that's going to be on the 13th. So we're going to be in Mercury, and Mercury's going to be in Libra for a little bit of time before it starts that shadow area, that shadow time. So we, again, Libra is the scales. Libra is justice. Libra is balance energy. So there could be some communication with, that basically is talking about justice, balance. It could be very soothing to us. It could be a little bit unnerving to us at the same time. It's all about, all that change energy in Leo is now being put into play, or being put into place during Virgo season. So let's see if we're going to just pull one card for Mercury. Okay, and that starts at 1:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you like those times. Here we go. Okay, so now we have an 8. This is a major arcana card. This is all about strength. This is kind of, and remember, here we have kind of that Leo energy. So we could be hearing things that just might be a little bit upsetting, might be a little bit, disconcerting. We just have to push through it. We just have to reach out to our higher power, who could be your guardian angel, spirit guide, your voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is, the source, and, and just kind of work and push through this Libra, Mercury, energy that's going on. Okay, so now we have the new moon in Virgo. That will be on September 6th. And so Virgo, again, Virgo is the virgin. Virgo is, has a lot to do with harvest, growing things, the earth energy. Virgo wants things to be nice, and the new moon is about new beginnings, new seasons. Remember, new moon to full moon is all about requesting. Full moon is release, relinquish, and request. And the new moon to the full moon is the waxing moon. It gets bigger and bigger. So it's all about requesting. The new moon is also about, making a lot of wishes, a lot of just putting things out into that universe. This is a good time for you to put out the things that that will help you make a more comfortable life. Okay? Full moon, release, relinquish, and request. And then the full moon, as it gets smaller, it is waning and it comes back. That's about relinquishing. That's about getting rid of things. So on September 6th, we have that new moon in Virgo, 8:51 p.m. It's going to be, I think that it could be a very grounding moon. I think it could be something that helps us through this season and might give us some of that clarity. It might bring us back. I'm kind of like it brings us back to earth. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Well, now we have Temperance. Temperance is that balance. It's one of those Libra types of cards. So here, this is a 14. So that is a derivative of 7. So we have a 7-7, and that can equal 14. Also, too, as we go through our readings, remember to write down your numbers, write down any archangels that come to you. So, this could be a time where we start to have that balance. We regain that balance in what's going on in the world and possibly in our lives, too. So this is very positive with this. I like this. It kind of is, it's very soothing at the same time. There is some water energy with this because you can see that they're balancing out the cups. So, just know that this could be one of those really positive times to it could help us to be very soothing. It's like the universe is trying to soothe us down a little bit. It's like when our nerve endings are all over the place and it wants to just say, no, everything's going to be okay, at least for the moment. Okay, so now in September 10th, Venus enters Scorpio. Scorpio is the detective. Scorpio needs to know things. Scorpio also has a little bit of hidden energy. Venus in Libra, Venus loves Libra. They just dance together. So now Venus is coming out of that Libra energy into Scorpio. So there could be some secrets revealed on that emotional level, on that, that love level, that relationship type of level too. Mars is entering Libra on the 14th. Mars is the god of war, is actually very associated with Aries, so this is kind of like wanting to just get out there and just fight. But Libra's kind of saying, hey, let's look at both sides now. Let's look at both sides. Let's use some temperance on this. We can't just choose one side over the other. So I feel that's actually going to be very calming to Mars. Now, we come to the 20th of September. that full moon is in Pisces. Now, again, too, Pisces is, is the dual fish. One fish likes to look to the optimistic side, but there's that other fish that likes to go into the shadows, likes to go into the dark, wants to know more of the secrets too. It has a little bit of that secret discovery like Scorpio does, but they don't really want to. They just want to know. They want to know. Now, so, they don't necessarily need to tell other people about it. They just want to know the secrets. And the full moon has a lot of different types of secrets. We do not know what the other side of the moon looks like. We never see that side. This is also a time, because this is the water energy, this is also a time of very strong psychic, intuitive type of energy too. And especially since we are coming up to then the September 22nd, which will then be Libra season, and it will also be the equinox. So Libra season comes in at 3:21 p.m. Now, excuse me a second. I was pulling the card for that full moon, and it flew all the way here. So excuse me. And here we are. Here's this card. It was upside down. And this is 12. This is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is, we're going to have to look at things from a different perspective. We're going to, what we know as, it could be that what we know is as truth. We may find out, oh, no, things aren't quite the way we looked at them. Things aren't quite the way we saw them. This, what we thought was truth was not truth, or what we thought was false was not false. It's all about looking at things from a different angle. But it is this could be a time of a new paradigm that is coming. Okay, so that would be that full moon in Pisces. And if you think about it, like I said, Pisces likes to go and delve into that deeper recesses, the murky waters. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting time. Virgo has, like I said, there was a lot of Libra energy. Now, yes, we do have Aquarius energy because of Jupiter and Saturn. And remember, Saturn, I know I'm going to say it again, Saturn is all about illusions versus reality. So we do have that air energy, but there was a lot of Libra energy, and Libra was kind of opposing some of the signs, and Virgo energy, and it was kind of opposing some of the signs too. For the most part, they were all partnering. But so we had Virgo energy, we had a lot of Libra energy, there is Aquarius energy. I did not see any fire energy, and I did not see, the ones that I'm telling you about. Those are what I saw when I was looking through and, just researching for this. Now, maybe you'll know more about it, and that's all good. I am very willing, but, to learn or to receive. But it was an interesting time. So we have the air, we have a little bit of water, not as much, air, earth, and a little bit of water. So we will see what we will see. So Virgo season seems like it's going to be interesting. Okay, now let's see, though, as we go on, let's see what it will be for your sign in Virgo season. Hello, my Virgos, and happy birthday season to you. It is your time. Now, I hope you got everything ready for, that you needed to in preparation while we had Leo season going, because now it's time for you to apply everything that you've done, everything you've learned in the last year to your season. Okay? So let's see what we have. Before we begin, remember, like, share, subscribe, because you keep me going, you keep me on air, so thank you. All right, remember too that anything that comes up reversed is stronger energy. And I do talk about all the signs in the beginning except for the fire energies. And your cards are starting to fly already. So the fire energies is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. It's passionate, burning, determined. So let's see what we have. That one flew out. It is reversed. Here we go. See, for your birthday season. Okay. See if I can get a bigger lens here. There we are. That is a little better. Okay, let's see what we have here for my Virgos. Sorry. Sometimes it just works really well and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, come on. Here we go. There we are. We have to make sure everything gets tight. Okay, first card for my Virgos is, and that is reversed, the Eight of Water. Now, water energy is, of course, our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We talk about that. Eights are unlimited opportunities and unlimited possibilities. This is the time for you to go after the things you've been wanting to go after. You've been in this prep mode. You've been seeing what you want. You've been clarifying a lot of your thoughts. Now it's time to go. This is an emotional kind of, this is a, get on your mark, get set. Leo, everything before your season has been, get on your mark, get set. And this is the time for you to, to really start moving for this. Because the Eight of Water says, you don't want to be where you're at anymore. Now, it doesn't mean you have to quit your job. It doesn't mean that you have to, go and just do something just very, spontaneous, because this could feel a little spontaneous to you. You remember, the best time to get a job is when you have a job. So get your resumes. If this is what you've been wanting, you should be prepared for your season. And you should be now, this is the time, it's time for me to start moving. Okay, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth also happening here. So there is a sense of finding your place, finding your path, kind of that sense of, I need to make sure that I'm making me happy. I'm not, of course, we have to make sure that we have a roof and we have food and the things that do keep our our bodily systems going and keep us under safety. But this is also, what else do I need? What else do you need? You have that physical. Sometimes you need that metaphysical part also. Next card, the Two of Air. So now air energy again, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Twos have some decision making. Which way am I going to go? Twos are also joining together, but the Two of Air is a lot of mind games. The Two of Air, and this is where my Virgos, you start posting, when I do this, I can see you having your Post-it notes all over the place, or I can see you having your float charts and kind of like, okay, if I do this, then this will happen. If this happens, then this will happen. You need to get out of your head a little bit more, and you need to make a connection with that spiritual side of you, which is really strong, and you will be feeling it more so during your season. Pray, meditate, do the things that you could do to reach out to your higher power. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. So what that's going to mean and what that's going to be all about is just like, no. It's okay if I don't move on. It's okay if I don't get that promotion. It's okay. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not saying that, you have to do anything radical, but face it. But face, that if that's the case, you don't get the promotion, that's hurtful. That could be hurtful, especially if you wanted that. Now, we can always go, that there's always a grand design, and that it wasn't meant to be, and that something else is around the corner that will be better. And those are all very true statements too. It doesn't mean though that you do not have to face your feelings or or feel your feelings. Okay, next card. The Empress. Now remember what I said in whatever day it was that I said in September. Mercury, which is now what's going to be in Libra season. Mercury, the Empress. Okay, let's go back, step back. Okay, the Empress has a lot to do with karma, okay? This is universal energy. So a lot of times karma has a lot of connection to me when Mercury goes retrograde. And I know Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year, so it's kind of like this universal shake-up a little bit. And, kind of saying, no, it's time to shake things up and put things kind of in a better place again. It's like the universe says, I've been letting you do a lot of the stuff. Now we got to shake things up a little more so. The universe is also, the Empress is also about Archangel Gabriel, the divine messenger, also the one that helps to transmute a lot of negative energy into love energy, divine love. So the Empress to me is the feminine side of the higher power, okay? This is the one that wants to give. This is the one that wants to make things better for us. This is the one that has that loving, that more maternal loving nature, okay? So this is also a 3, so you have an 8, 2, and 3. So definitely take a look at that. This is lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. Now let's go to John Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I do love these cards. They do not have court cards in them. That's why I don't use them as a traditional tarot deck, because I do think that the court cards are very important. Anyway, let's go on and see. 3 is also about creativity, and there is a very strong power in 3. So here we are, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, first card. So here is a 1. Now that would be very similar to your 1 of Swords, okay? I mean, he obviously has a sword. 1 has that new beginning, new start. The sword, this is dividing between, basically, this is like truth and lies, light and dark. This is very much seeing the clarity of the situation. So that might not, and remember, I have a lot of Libra energy, that balance, that karmic type of stuff in your season. So there is going to be a lot of duality in this, where there's going to be a lot of light and dark, but noticing and seeing and identifying what is light and dark. But the 1, this is also about a triumphant success. Claim this one. This is wonderful. Let's keep going. Emotional loss. Now, this is your 5s. 5s have change energy. 5s is letting go of something. And remember, I was talking about, feeling your feelings. This would be kind of the 5 of Cups in many ways. The 5 of emotion in many ways. So this is feeling your feelings. And again, too, you can't just brush them aside. If there is something that maybe you were going after, and yes, while I say there is something better from, around the corner, you cannot brush your feelings aside. You cannot diminish your feeling. Feel your feelings along, while we're going through your season, because it will pull you to a better place. It will actually make you stronger. Your next card. Okay, so here we have another 5. So we have a 5-5, and this is conflict and defeat. This is not necessarily a very, encouraging card, but this goes along with this time for you. And I don't know, is this because it's your birthday season and it's another year that we get older? You know what? That's all in your mind. Live your life, have fun. Just do the things that, I'm not going to say do the things that make you happy. Do the things that are rewarding to you, okay? Do the things that bring positivity. Do the things that help to help you and help the world come to that better place. Because this is, emotional loss, conflict, and defeat, this doesn't necessarily feel very positive. It feels, it feels emotionally draining. It feels emotionally like, oh, how much more of my struggle do I have to have? The thing that you have to remember is you've got the Empress. You do have to make some decisions, but you also have the triumphant success. You do overcome this. It's just, do you stay here or do you let yourself move out of here? Okay, let's see. Let's go on, and my Osha Zen Tarot cards, words of advice or just clarification, more clarification for my Virgos. Here we are. Let's see. But remember too, the 5s, the number 5s are all about changes. So it doesn't necessarily have to be in this negative. It could be that we're getting these numbers to let you know, hey, change is upon us. Okay, let's go here. So 1, 2, and 3. And see what we have here, my Osha Zen Tarot. Integration. Everything falls together. All the pieces come together. So while you might be a little bit worried, it may not necessarily be the pieces that you want. Everything is coming together for you. So, so this is a 14. Integration. You can see that, yin and yang, we've got air, we've got all the energies here. So just let it come, let it flow, let things happen. You don't necessarily have to be, trying quite so hard. I'm not saying that you stop trying, just, don't just keep pushing, but at the same time, don't just fall into despair either. Don't just say, well, then whatever's going to happen, because that's not what it is. It's not that. That's not what the human spirit, your human spirit, is supposed to be doing. Okay, next card. The Creator. The Creator. Connect with your higher power during this time. This is, what else can I say about that one? Participation. So here we have a 4 now. So this was a 14 and a 4, so a 1-4-4. Definitely write those down. Participation, that goes a lot with integration. Do not separate yourself. Yes, we do have that time that we do need a little bit for ourselves, Virgos. You do need that time to connect with your higher power. You do need that time away from people, but at the same time, do not get sucked into just being totally isolated. You need to be a part of something. You need to be a part of a group of people and you need to be a part of people that have that higher energy, that positive energy. That will ignite you, okay? Okay. Archangel Power Tarot cards. Let's see what we have here. You've got some interesting energies here. This does feel like it's one of those, I've been posting a little bit on the blog and Facebook and about ascension energy. And since you do have a lot of that spiritual energy, I imagine that this could be one of those times that you are going through that metaphysical or supernatural ascension energies. And it's okay. Well, there we go. It's not an easy time. It's not an easy time, but it's one of those times where you doubt yourself. It's one of those times that you're just kind of, what is going on? What is going on? Okay, let's see what the card that fell. Okay. Okay. So, let's see here. Here we have, this is reversed, and this is that page of Gabriel. So fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined. Page, the underlying energy is your energy. This is very much go after, no matter how many roadblocks are thrown at you, no matter how many speed bumps you have to go through, go after the things you want, okay? Go after it, whatever these relationships is, work, job, career, could be personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home. This is, who cares? I mean, yes, change is there, and it's not always comfortable, but it should not be, sometimes the change is to kind of motivate you to make and continue, to make your own changes. And, the time is, yes, even though there's this ascension energy going on and it's kind of messing with everyone's minds a little bit, especially those that have the strong spirituality, this is still a time that you can be motivated to go after the things you want, possibly the job, the house, the tangible that you want. So this is energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. And that's the one that flew. So here we go. The 4 of Raphael. So this is, okay, Raphael, water energy again. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. 4s have a stability to it, stability to it, some organization, some leadership. The 4 of Raphael is kind of like, oh, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out to. But then we have this opportunity that's right here that we're either kind of ignoring or we're not paying attention, or it's because we want what we wanted, and what we wanted, it didn't turn out. But yet this magical opportunity is just it's just waiting for us to just look at it and grab it. All right, so seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. And our last card for this one, the 8 of Ariel. So now we began here. We're ending kind of with an 8. Ariel is your energy. 8 again, unlimited opportunities. Get ready. Just be ready. Preparation to meet opportunity. That is the definition of luck. And this is one of those times in your, maybe it doesn't work out quite the way you wanted it to, my Virgos. Preparation to meet opportunity. Definitely. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Preparation to meet opportunity. Something is coming your way. It may not be what you thought it was going to be. There might be some, oh, but I wanted that, but, hey, preparation. Here we go. Let's go on this one. My guardian angel cards. See if we'll get a summary with this. That's, just kind of like, let's wrap everything up. And let's see here. For my Virgos. Okay. The 9 of Emotion. Oh, this is a lovely, lovely card. This is wishes come true. This is the 9 of Cups. This is the wish card. Happy birthday to you, my Virgos. Okay. 9s have that wrap up. You have all the pieces. You have everything. All you need to do is just pull it together. This is a magical time in your life when wishes are granted and dreams come true. It may seem that good luck is following you, but actually these happy times are your just reward. Remember, I talk about karma for being a loving and wonderful person. Your angels are asking you to enjoy your life and having more fun. Do not cry over spilled milk. Let that go. Remember, when it says that this is, actually happy times are your just reward. Mercury is going into its retrograde phase. It's not quite there, but it's that shadow. This is where things all kind of come together. So you will probably see more of this in September. And if I remember correctly, I think Mercury goes the shadow begins. When did that begin? I don't know, the 17th, something like that. But anyway, I think that you'll see it more in September. So just keep prepared, be ready. Things are moving for you, even if they do not feel like they're going the way you want them to go. Things are. You end with the 9 of Emotion, the 9 of Cups. Okay, let's see what crystal or energy for Virgo season we have. Here we are. Tiger's Eye. Oh, I like this one for you too. Luck in new ventures. Willpower. I think you need that. Creative flow. Overcoming fear. Tiger's Eye. So why don't you get some? Okay. Okay. Happy birthday again to you, my Virgos. Remember to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell. Most of all, as we enter into your season, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.